Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second down now, it's Green. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Well, look now at our starting defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. On play action, it's Murray. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
The numbers for Green a week ago: 20 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Hopefully this works.
The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
First and goal. Kyler Murray goes back to pass, and it is
He's
caught.
got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Number 84, Damian McDaniels. He was our free agent pickup last year in the preseason. Came on big, earned himself a 3-year extension. After some outstanding play, he has been demoted to our number 3 receiver after the acquisition of Amari Cooper and drafting John Bronson. But he is still playing amazing.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard
takes the kick out to about the 22, so it is a light kick.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Took the knee.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are
Jacoby
professional
Brissett
athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves
jet sweep
and not let them affect you in a negative way.
We're going to take a quick pause right here to turn down the volume.
The guys are looking for. I like the idea to mix it up
Okay,
from time
and
to time,
hopefully we are back live.
But the execution was a little lacking on this.
I'm going to keep the game paused till I get confirmation. There we are. All right, I had confirmation from the video.
That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, 2nd and 11 after loss of 1. They go with another run, and it is stopped in the backfield again.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Couldn't see who was on the tackle there, but I'd have to guess that was Nolan Turner, our captain. It was Jermaine Pratt, actually. Another another trade acquisition from the Cincinnati Bengals. And sacked number 97, Christian Wilkins. That's his 5th sack of the season.
When I was a kid, and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just
all right,
needed the extra
we have
nickel.
the Vikings in punting formation.
15 cents.
Returnable here from the 38.
And we field it. That is Hassan Connolly. He takes it up to the 47 as Kyler Murray and the offense take the field yet again, hoping to score and take a nice lead as the first quarter slowly ends here. That's a rush up the middle by DeMarcus Green. His 5th rush, 18 yards. Not a lot on the game there, but it's that bend don't break defense shown by Minnesota.
On 2nd and 9.
Kyler Murray goes for the pass. It is caught wide open. No defense in sight. I don't know what they're doing. Number 19, that is Amari Cooper. Just playing amazing. The veteran of this team. The veteran who got signed to a big extension before the season even started. We knew what he was going to do. And there he is, breaking tackles. DeMarcus Green, big rush. Gain of 9, almost 10 on the play. Letting the play clock run down as the read option goes nowhere. Sacked in the backfield. Tackled for a loss, technically, as he was considered a runner.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me.
Alright, they want another highlight of that. I don't. Let's get forward with this. We don't need to see any negative plays here. Only positive ones for the Cardinals. This is Cardinal TV. Kyler Murray back to pass. Wide open on the dump off. Doesn't look like he got the first. They are considering him to get the first. That is not a call. I don't know if Minnesota should challenge. I think they should. That is Jalen Armstrong, a young tight end who came out big. He was the only tight end left on the roster after the retirement of legendary tight end Travis Kelce. Definitely a first-round Hall of Fame, but it's 1st and 10 again. No challenge on the play by Minnesota. Kind of surprising, but when you don't have a coach, well, what happens? The jet sweep to John Bronson goes with an early juke move. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Amari Cooper. Goes with the early juke move. Didn't really work. The old man still has some young legs. 2nd and 3. Tight end in motion. A run up the middle. Trying to find the hole, but there is no room. Minnesota stopping him before he gets the first. We're 3rd and 2 here. That is the veteran Khalil Mack on the tackle. Another tight end in motion, probably another run, and it is. This time Keith Kincaid, the bulldozer, the next Peyton Hillis. Gonna be Madden 2028, 2029. This is 2027, so he's gonna be the covered boy in 2 years. Mark my words. You heard it here first.
I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Bowling through those holes. No Minnesota defense in sight. Purple People Eaters are on a diet tonight, it looks like. We're just letting the clock run down. We have all the time in the world. And another run up the middle goes nowhere by DeMarcus Green. You know, he's a hit or miss guy. We paid him a big contract, and he will either have a just insane game like last week against the Rams it was, or he can't get anything going. He's less than 4 yards a carry. It's just ugly.
You might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Play clock runs down to 3 seconds. The sweep, and it is a gain of about 3 yards, 4 yards as the quarter ends, with Arizona leading 7-0. 3rd and 9. The pass. I see open lanes and Kyler. You hate to see it. Just there's no words. You had plenty of open defenders, or open receivers, hopefully not open defenders. This is not the Jameis Winston experience here. And he just failed him. Defense looking ready to get on the field, but before they do, we have a field goal. That is kicker Kaimi Fairbairn. With the hold is Matt Hawk, Matt Hawk, and it is good. 10-0 lead as Matt Hawk goes to kick off again. This is a deep one into the end zone, and it is returned. Nice return there, up to the 27. As Minnesota's offense looks to take the field again, Jacoby Brissett hoping to shake off that first quarter jitters, hoping to get back into the action and lead his team down the field. They start with a rush. That run defense not existing on that play as they gain 5 yards. Nice run up the gut, just taking easy yards. RPO option right there, and it's a gain of about 13 we're calling it. Alright, they're letting the play clock run as well. This is grinding football here, and no one can get action going here. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Sheldon Rankins, the veteran, he's asking for another contract. He was signed to a 1-year deal this past offseason. Jacoby Brissett with play action, and it's a run up the middle for about 5 yards. 3rd and 6. What do they do? Can they convert? Can the Cardinals defense pull off the stop here? Jacoby back to pass. Has all the time in the world, and that is caught in coverage. Contested catch by the tight end Kittle. You expect him to make those plays. That's why you pay him the big bucks. Great coverage attempt there by number 51, linebacker, Captain Nolan Turner. But that's a tight end. You can't match him with a linebacker. You can't match him with a safety. George Kittle is pretty unmatchable. Rush goes nowhere on the next play. It's 2nd and 10. Got 3 wide receivers out there. And it is a run up the middle, and a good call as they gain 7 or 8. We don't need to see the highlights, like I said. This is nothing good for Minnesota. All good for the Cardinals. We don't need to see their good plays. Jacoby Brissett and the Vikings driving as he goes for the out route pass, and it is caught. Complete. 1st down, Minnesota. Lacking the press coverage on the defense. That's what happens. You get all these wide open lanes. Goes for the check down to George Kittle. He gains about 7. Minnesota, it's another 6, 7-6. Those are hard to tell. It's also hard to tell when you can't read. But that's okay. Jacoby Brissett, he is in the zone. He's X Factor. And yet he throws it over his wide receiver. Oof, bad call there. Jacoby under center. Goes to hike it. Play action pass. Right up the middle. And drop. That should have been a touchdown. Just dropped by number 85 on the Vikings, and he gets in our face Clearly, our defenders had some words for him after the play, probably to call him some names for dropping such an easy touchdown. Minnesota's kicker is up to kick the ball, and it is good, 10-3.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
All right, let's see if we take it out of the end zone or if we just let it go. A deep kick, we're taking that out. They barely hit the end zone. Hassan Conley takes it to the 26. Just, just a little bit better of where you would get if you kneeled it. Knelt it, rather. Kyler under center. We got 3 tight ends on the field, a fullback and our running back.
After a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
Tight end in motion, and a one up the middle for a gain of 2-3 yards by DeMarcus Green.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Kyler with the delayed draw goes nowhere. Probably a loss. Yep, loss of 3. Can't do anything there. It's going to be 3rd and 10. We'll see what we do. We have 4 receivers out there. We have the running back in the backfield. Kyler in the shotgun formation. He goes to pass. DeMarcus Green to pass block. Deep ball, and it is caught. What a play. Number 84, Damian McDaniels. You love to see it. The man just does it all. Even in his declining role, he steps up to the plate, saying he wants the ball. He's the man to count on. Alright, another run up the middle, this time gaining positive yards to 2nd and 8. Kyler in the shotgun again. We got 2 wide receivers out. We got 2 tight ends in. And a check down that goes for about 8. Will be the first down. Yes, it is 1st and goal. And once again, Jalen Armstrong. You love to see it. The man stepped up. He is possibly our tight end of the future. Keith Kincaid, the goal line back, just bowls it up the middle for a gain of 5-6 yards. You love to see it. I'm telling you, cover athlete of the year in 2 years.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space?
And Kyler sacked. He was considered a rusher again, but that counts the tackle for loss.
Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Are we going to waste this opportunity and only get 3? Or are we going to find the end zone? It's a pass. And doesn't go for that much. It goes for half the distance. So Kenny Galladay, who has been very relevant, probably our 4th wide receiver on the depth chart, we go for the field goal. Can we make it a 13-3 game? Connie Fairbairn, he's just that good. We make it a 13-3 game with the second quarter coming to a close.
And then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This will be taken in at the
Vikings take the kick out again, up to the 26.
Bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes his
All right, little over a 2-minute drill. What can Jacoby Brissett do? He is still in the zone. He is an X-Factor quarterback. Play action pump fake. Over the top of his wide receiver again. You love to see it as an Arizona fan. You hate to see it as a Minnesota fan, if those exist. Twinkie, if you're out there, who knows that they exist, but they're like unicorns, very rare. Goes up the middle for 7. Jacoby trying to lead them. 3rd and 3. Will they stall out here? Then shotgun. Got 4 wide receivers out. Rush up the gut. Where was the defense? What do you just take? Wait a minute, what? They're calling that short? Oh man, Minnesota. There's no home field advantage for you guys. You're the home team. Like they're giving you no breaks. The punt goes off without a hitch though. It is a deep bomb all the way back to the 10. Conley gets it up to the 15 at least.
And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10.
And Kyler has a 2-minute drill to see if he can take the Cardinals to the end zone. Screen pass goes nowhere, loss of 1.
Lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
That's the last play before
we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first
take a
half
little break,
of
and we'll get back with the action right here.
As we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in
Kyler in the shotgun. He has 4 wide receivers out. Oh man, that should have been a catch. Amari Cooper just couldn't hold on to it. 3rd and 11. Hopefully we do not stall out here. Hopefully we can get some yardage. And a run up the middle, but the draw play goes for 12. Well, that is one way to fool the defense. They were definitely expecting a pass on a 3rd and 11. They ran it, they weren't ready. We get it moving. There's a minute 40 clocks running. We're down to a minute 35. Kyler, once again, low drop back, throws another breakup. Defense playing well. Amari Cooper not getting the type of production you want from this veteran, but he is still leading our team. There we go. A nice in route, or a nice curl route rather, for Damian McDaniels. You love to see it. 3 for 68. The man is unstoppable.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender.
Yeah, you hate to see that. That was not to any wide receiver. That was right to the cornerback. Thankfully, it was dropped.
And it'll be 2nd down.
Kyler, once again throwing. He scrambles, does a little dance. He doesn't know he's facing the wrong way. How are you going to pass, Kyler? Oh, God, what are you doing, Kyler? We caught it? Oh my, what an amazing catch. Kyler, clearly the veteran, knows what he's doing. That's why he gets paid the big bucks. That's why I'm commentating, not out there playing. The man just can do no wrong, apparently.
1st down, Murray.
And another catch. Oh, yeah, come on. Armstrong, Jalen Armstrong, why you do this to me? You had the easy touchdown. Just walk it in. He took 1 step too far to the sidelines. You hate to see it. Kyler goes back to pass again with the check down to the running back. Green goes for about 2-3 yards. 2nd and goal, and a timeout by Arizona. They have 1 remaining. 41 seconds left.
Murray to air it out again. To the end zone.
And a great pass break up there. Damian. That was not Damian McDaniels. That was. Yes, it would have been. Oh no, it's Kenny Galladay. My mistake. I was looking for an 83. I didn't have an 83 on the roster sheet. There it is. Touchdown back of the end zone. Arizona heading to halftime with a big lead. DeMarcus Green, he is a pass-catching running back. Kaimi Fairbairn goes for the extra point. It's up, and it is good. 20-3 with 32 seconds left. Can Minnesota drive down the field? Probably not, because they've only done it once in this entire first half.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Once again, they take it out. A little juke move. Clearly, he gets more yards than he would have if he knelt it, but come on. With this little time left, you probably should kneel it. Might be a coaching issue in Minnesota. Might be a leadership issue. Is the team revolting against their coach, Durs? Well, I guess we'll find out in the coming weeks. Jacoby Brissett under center. Looked like a play action there. Caught. Is it? No. They're saying no catch. He was too far off the sideline. No Santonio Holmes toe tap here. Once again, under center, play action, and sacked. Number 75, Big Derek Mayo.
Some of the fans here
spreading
don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
The offense spreading
out of sync, and it shows on the
is
scoreboard.
Mayo all over Jacoby Brissett. Look at that. No one can stop
And
him.
unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here.
3rd and 17. Looks like they're gonna. Nope. They get one play off. Kobe dancing. He doesn't know what to do, and it looks like he's gonna get sacked for a loss. That is Sheldon Rankins. He wants those big boy bucks. He wants another contract to stay in Arizona. 5th of the season as we head to halftime. And of course, it is Arizona ball as Minnesota got the ball to start. We take a kneel in the end zone. Good call. We take it up to 25. Kyler Murray is going to come onto the field. Let's see what he can do. A whole 256 yards to 36. Minnesota is not looking too hot. Alright, gain of 5 there on a little check down to Kenny Galladay. Minnesota have allowed so many passing yards. They just can't stop our offense. Toss out to DeMarcus Green. He goes up, gets about only 1 yard. 3rd and 4. Let's see what can the offense do. They got 3 wide receivers bunched up, one at the top of your screen. And they're running back in the backfield, although it's a pass. Goes for the short route. Don't get it. 4th and 2. Good stop by Minnesota. They go for the punt.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride.
All right, Matt Hawk gets it off. It's a deep one going. Is that almost a touchback? Rather, it was a touchback. Very deep. He has tremendous power. Jacoby Brissett coming out to the field once again. Yeah, hate to see it as a Minnesota fan. You'd love to see it as a Cardinal fan. He has just had a rough day. Little check down there, gets about 2-3 yards. Goes back, probably going to pass. Probably not what Minnesota fans want to see. They probably want to see anything else, and they get to see a run. Unfortunately, they don't get to see a gain of yards, as it is a loss of 1. Nolan Turner, the captain. You love to see him out there. He is a man of the people. Alright, play action, broken up by, once again, your captain, Nolan Turner. You love to see it. The man can do everything. I said he couldn't cover George Kittle earlier, and I lied. He covered him. A fly on some poop. I didn't even see the punt. I was too busy thinking of a reference. It doesn't matter because Kyler Murray and the offense take the field. A nice little recap of Keith Kincaid's day. Once again, Madden Cover Athlete 2029. You've heard it here first. A rush going nowhere by DeMarcus Green. It's his 15th carry for a total of 46 yards. Let's see what's that yards per carry. We'll do a quick math. It's 3.2, I believe. It's 3 on the dot, actually. So, less than I expected. 3rd and 2. Fred Warner makes a tackle. What can the Cardinals offense do? They take a run. Once again, going nowhere. DeMarcus Green. Arizona fans will be wondering for years to come, was his deal worth it? Matt Hawk for the punt again. This one going deep. Minnesota receives it at the 10, brings it up to about the 26, 25 they say. It was a nice return by Day, and You hate to see the man taking the field. Once again, it's Jacoby Brissett. Lay draw, goes up the middle for about 3. Woody has had a decent game so far. You know, he can only have as good of a game as given as a running back, and they should probably give him the ball more since they do again, and he's the only person that has gotten positive yards on this offense. Everybody else has lacked. Nolan Turner once again with the tackle. Jesse Bates, another acquisition from Cincinnati last year. And that is a gain of 8 or 9 as Minnesota gets the first down. Rarity these days, but those happen every so often. Byron Murphy, the veteran, the captain of this secondary, got the tackle.
They go play action here on first
Play action, Brissett rolls out, gains about 7 or 6. 5, alright, clearly these numbers are hard, but it's okay. It's a positive game for them. Not enough positive to warrant anything. On the tackle was, doesn't matter what in the world, tossed up, popped up, nobody could grab it. 3rd and 5. I was going to say it was our corner, Lindell Gordon, who's looking for a contract extension, and when he makes coverages like that, you don't want to give it to him. Just let Gordon destroy you all game. And by all game, I mean his past like 2 plays. But that's enough to not warrant a new contract. Gordon needs to step up his play if he would like to stay in Arizona for the foreseeable future. 1st and 10, play action pass. Brissett has all day in the pocket. Controller batteries are low, but Christian Wilkins' 2nd sack of the day gets it done. The offense can go nowhere.
I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks.
Passing once again.
Defensive line is eating them alive.
Wide open up the middle, but they make the catch. Defense coming in hot. They just couldn't get there fast enough as he got the pass out to Kinney. 3rd and 4. What can the Minnesota offense do? They've not had many successes on 3rd down. Unfortunately, I just jinxed our team there as George Kittle gets the first down for Minnesota. 1st and 10, they are in the red zone. Jacoby Brissett hot once again, but that didn't matter last time, so we'll see if this is a change of pace. Just like last time, the very first play is an overthrow on a wide receiver, or a running back out route. Whatever route that is. It's not here. Unfortunately, that is a gain of 10. They're probably going to say it's a 3rd and 1. Yes, they are. Just running up the middle with Woody. He's had a great deal of success, and they do, and I don't want to say he gets it, because last time I was incorrect, but they do say he gets the 1st and goal. Jameson Pickett on the stop there. 1st and goal, Minnesota ball. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Jacoby Brissett back to pass. Wide open, number 85. He makes this catch. Goes up the middle to the 1.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. What are they going to do? They run it. Oh, broken tackle, but the second one goes nowhere as Woody lost 3 on the play. That is Dre Charles, the big defensive tackle that was picked up at the tail end of preseason, making a great stop. 3rd and goal here, minute 30 to go. What do the Minnesota Vikings do here? Play action, poorly read, but it doesn't matter. They score. Number 87. First receiving touchdown of the day. Obviously the first touchdown of the day by Minnesota. Can they make the extra point and make this a 10-point game?
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are.
Joseph gets it right through the middle. He's had an amazing day with 1 extra point and 1 field goal. Probably the MVP for the Minnesota Vikings right now.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
Minnesota kicks it off, and it goes to little shy of the end zone, probably the 1 or 2. We take it up to the 30. Hassan Conley, return man of the year potentially. 26 yards per return. He was signed for that role specifically, and he has done a fantastic job with it for the most part. Alright, no give, and tipped interception. Kyler, can't blame it on him. Fred Warner making an amazing play. The captain of that Minnesota defense making plays when needed to. Minnesota has the ball back at the 40, 35 rather. They could come back into this game really quick, especially when you have a run like that with Woody up the middle, 10, 12 yards, 11 yards rather, if he baits on the tackle. You know it's bad when your defensive back is making a tackle on a running back play. 1st and 10, 40 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota driving. They run it again with Woody. This time stopped, gains about 5 yards. 2 yards maybe. We're trying here. These hash marks are looking worse and worse the more I see them. This one goes nowhere, I can tell you that for a fact. I know that's a loss of 3 as the quarter ends.
We return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
Christian Wilkins on the play, the veteran, making stops when it counts. Go Brissett, just can't complete that route, no matter what. It's 4th and 11. Do they go for it? Do they kick it? They brought out the kicker, so we'll see what happens here. If they can make it a 7-point game. Almost blocked. What a play. His 25th career make over 50 yards, but it almost didn't matter. Let's take a look again, number 26. That is Julian Love, the veteran on special teams, almost making an amazing play there. Goes to about the 1. It is returned by Conley up to the 22. As Kyler Murray and the offense look to take possession back. Defense coming up. As Kyler with the read option, they didn't buy it. Loss of 3 on the play. Loss of 8 for his rushes today. It's not looking good for him.
Run the football. Don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action. Show your quarterback. Get a little confidence in it.
Kyler under center. Goes for the rush to DeMarcus Green, who has a great game, but should have just kept running. He juked out the air. Has a gain of 9, 8, 7 on play, as I was reading the play clock as well. Pass goes for the 1st down. That is DeMarcus Green. You'd love to see it. He is definitely more of a threat in the receiving game for us as he completes that pass. He is also the recipient of a touchdown today.
And defensively a backbreaker.
Another run up the middle. He breaks a tackle, breaks a 2nd tackle, possibly even breaks 3 tackles. I'm not sure what the record book will say about that. That's a gain of 7 there. Kyler goes to snap it. Delayed handoff to Green, who gets the 1st down. Minnesota playing very aggressive, trying to strip the ball. Fred Warner trying to strip it, but no luck as Green gets the 1st down. Kyler takes a snap, another handoff to Green as he gains about 4. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Conley for 2. Conley, our return specialist in the game, to get a carry. You love to see it.
They'll keep it on the ground.
That is DeMarcus Green right there. I lied.
And he's going to be
Can't see numbers up in this booth. Son Conley, the return specialist. You hate to see it 2 plays in a row because that means Green is dead tired. Kyler with the open receiver. That is Jalen Armstrong. Big reception, getting them into the red zone. And it looks like they're probably going to pass again as we have 3 wide receivers bunched up towards the bottom of your screen, one at the top. And I lied, it's a run with DeMarcus Green back in the game with some fresh legs for a gain of
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, technically it would have been 7, but if they were on the 13, that math doesn't work, so.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green, and the second
maybe
I'm
the one that doesn't know how to do math, but that's okay. It's a tackle for loss. Mac again. You hate to see that. 3rd and 4. What is going to happen here? Kyler goes for the pass. Goes for the route that doesn't get him in the end zone. 4th and 3. Kaimi Fairbear comes out to kick, and it's good. Of course it's good. He is the Viking killer.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
7.5 minutes, almost 8 minutes left in this game. What will Minnesota do as they take the kick out of the end zone and get it up to the 28, 29. Very close.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Jacoby Brissett takes the field, his team rallying behind him now. They are showing support for their quarterback as they trust him to lead them down the field. Dancing a little bit, gets the catch to George Kittle. George Kittle is just a man who can't be stopped. We have done a good job at it today, but he is just such a good receiver. Set. Oof, blocked. Oh, I guess that wouldn't be blocked. That's a deflection, rather. Calling Lindell Gordon for the tackle there. I believe that's wrong. It's probably on the previous play. That's a 1st down. It's George Kittle. Gets another one. 1st and 10. It's a little curl route as they gain about 6 there.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's
I see Durs in the stream talking bad about my commentary. He's completely right, but hey, that's alright. We have the lead, and that's all that matters. 3rd and 6 here, 5.5 to go. Byron Murphy, the veteran, on the tackle. Lindell Gordon also assisting there. Jacoby drops back and out of bounds. You know, he's given gifts, given souvenirs to all the fans and sound people.
Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
4th and 6, they're going for it. And they get the 1st as there was a lack of coverage by none other than Lindell Gordon. I believe after this game, the coach is going to make a change on the depth chart as Lindell is moving down. And it is a game of 4 or so, or 8. Alright. Clearly these number marks are lying to me. Byron Murphy on the tackle. Jacoby Brissett with the pump fake. Dumps it off to the running back who has the 1st down in Arizona's red zone. Just the red zone. I guess it would be Arizona's. We don't own the red zone. We should though, because, you know, that's where we like to hang out most of the time. Jacoby Brissett with the dump off. He finally completes that route after 4 attempts. Finally makes it without throwing it out of bounds. This is a miracle, ladies and gentlemen. Hats off to the man. 2nd and 4, 2.5 to go. They'll run it up the gut, to the outside rather, and not really a game there. It's a 2-minute warning, and unfortunately I hate to say this, but hopefully all of Minnesota's hopes are dashed, as this drive took far too much time. Unless they can score quickly and recover an onside kick, this will be Arizona's game. That's the first jinx. They score. Oh boy. Can they make the extra point? If they miss it, Arizona has a better shot. But of course, it's through the uprights. Now, here's where it gets fun. Does Minnesota go for the onside? Do they trust their defense? Kick it deep. Looks like they're kicking it deep. They trust their defense. They have 3 timeouts, minute and 55 seconds to go. Goes into the end zone. Conley takes the running time off the clock. That's a smart move. Almost breaks tackle, takes it up to the 23. Minute 51 to go. Taking 4 seconds off the clock to only lose 2 yards. That's a win in my book. Kyler, looks like no receivers on the field, a bunch of tight ends. Have a fullback who looks to be blocking the way for DeMarcus Green, and he gets the first down. Minnesota wastes 1 timeout.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there.
Now we have 2 wide receivers, we have a tight end, and we have a fullback and a running back, and we run it again. DeMarcus Green doesn't really go anywhere, but that's okay. Minnesota uses their second timeout. It is 2nd and 11. Minute 43 to go. What will Arizona do here? As they run it, no surprise really. There's a flag on the play, and it's probably coming back, which means it is saving Minnesota a timeout. That's holding on Jerron Dickens. He has played not the greatest since moving from left guard to left tackle this past offseason. But the run right there doesn't matter. Minnesota used their final timeout, 3rd and 1. If Minnesota gets a stop here, they have a shot. If Arizona gets the first down, that's a game, folks. We run it again. Keith Kincaid, and of course he gets the first down because he's your Madden Cover Athlete of the Year 2029. And he seals the game for us. Folks, get you a white running back. They will get those yards. As Kyler comes out in victory formation to kneel it. 55 seconds to go. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Minnesota comes back to make it a close game. But the veteran, Kyler Murray, the veteran, Nolan Turner. Nolan Turner, he's in his prime. He's not a veteran, he's in his prime. But the captain seals it for us. Folks, we don't know what's going to happen in Minnesota. It seems like there is a coaching issue, there's a discipline issue. Tune in for the saga of the AGML Cardinals as we take a look at some stats here as the game ends. Only thing that Minnesota led in was that 1 interception. And you can't even blame Kyler for it. There's a tipped pass. Nothing you can do. Here are the end numbers for your quarterbacks, both receiving 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for Kyler as mentioned earlier. Long of 53 for Kyler, long of 17 for Brissett. I don't see sacks on here, so I guess we'll go to rushing. 3 broken tackles for DeMarcus Green for 111 yards. He played well, you know, when they needed it. He brought the team on his back, 4.5 per carry. Lyle Woody played fantastic. Kyler, negative 10 yards, but that's okay. The last 2 were kneel downs. Kane Kincaid, I'm sorry. Cover Athlete of the Year, 2029. We have no 20-yard runs, Long of 17, long of 13. George Kittle, 1 there. So, George Kittle led in receptions. He was just shy on yards behind Jalen Armstrong, the other tight end. And touchdowns, 1 for Ferris, 1 for Kittle, 1 for McDaniels, and 1 for Green. Blocking, we see 2 sacks given up by Drew Samaya, 1 by Lyle Woody, 1 by George Kittle, and 1 by Garrett Bradbury. We see tackles. 2 players had 11, both on Minnesota's team, and a 10 on Minnesota's team for Garai, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Jermaine Pratt with 8, Kelvin Day with 8 for Minnesota. Douglas, well, here's what happens. When you're on the field for that much time, you're going to have to make a lot of tackles, otherwise you're going to give up a lot of points. It's just simple math, folks. That's a Booker statement right there for you, Durs. Tackles for loss, Khalil, Clay Gilbert, Dre Charles with 2. I don't know, folks. I think he deserves that contract. He's asking to be paid big. 2 sacks for Wilkins, 1 for Mayo, 1 for Rankins, and 1 for Jesse Bates. Fred Warner with the lone interception for 11 yards. Pass deflections. Who got that for us? Looks like they're crediting it to Nolan Turner or Byron Murphy. I'd have to guess Nolan Turner, as he loves to rush the quarterback. Kaimi Fairbairn, perfect on the day, the veteran. And as far as punts go, we had 2 for 117 yards, 4 for 200 yards, 58.5 average. Kick returning, Son Conley, 98 yards, 153 yards for Brockers. Both had some nice returns. Conley with 21 yards on the punt returns, not bad either. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for enduring my commentary. We will see you next week. Hopefully, we can get another win. Good luck to all the competitors besides those in my division.